I'm stuck in like a perpetual orbit. Just throw me into the sun, please. It's not quite how I wanted it to go. I really thought I had it there. Although it's also possible that the physics of VR is messing with things, who knows. Hello, Slate. Bye-bye, Slate. Okay, what I'm going to do is the bloody... I swear it's getting closer for some reason. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to in-between. I'm going to wait for the ash to disperse, which that's going to take a while, isn't it? Can we stop? I'm pressing the button. Right. Okay, there's a teleport. If I stood on a teleport pad while Ash Twin is covered in ash and get teleported to ash inside the ash, does that kill me? Do I immediately get crushed? See if I can discuss anything with Egbert over here. Yeah. Hello. Goodness, it's you. Hello. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I have a question for you. I found something. I found your notes about the Atlas main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just partially made of ice, like a much colder Giant's Deep. It's hard to say. It used to be the fifth planet of our solar system. Indeed. And then it exploded. Did it explode in the Harthian's lifetime? Because my first thought would be that happened if the vessel crashed into it. But you make it sound like we knew it was a planet. You'll notice, of course, there's no such planet now. In its place is dark bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the fifth planet used to occupy. That is, dark bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the fifth planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely, and its shards were flying across space. These shards aren't the ghost matter, are they? Because that's ice, but the ghost matter is radioactive or some such. Some of these shards still collide with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Atlas rock, which I believe is how it's got its big crater. Indeed. I have a question for you. I found something. I found a Nomai writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating! It might interest you to know that the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible. If you look at the physics of our solar system, it would have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Harthian ships would be able to travel. Oh really? Like farther than the white hole? And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The further you go, the less we know. As such, it's well within the realm of possibility such a planet exists. Hello, I have a question. Indeed. I found Nomai writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moons orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Are you familiar with something called the Eye of the Universe? Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. Do your star charts have anything that literally looks like an eye? Because apparently it looks like an eye, quite literally. Goodness, I have a question for you. Sure. Know my writing about the sun station. Is that what's in orbit around the sun? Then do you think this sun station, quite clever of the Nomai to devise a way to study the sun up close and personal, it must have been tremendously difficult to construct, and hot inside, I can only imagine. I wonder how they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station and the hourglass twins, when the slightest slip-up would have meant a fiery death. I have experienced this many a time. Can I've not done this before. I don't know how long I should be waiting though. What I need is this to be somewhat empty. Although there is one, I'll go to the tower, and once I'm at the tower the rest will open. Because it does appear that the Ash Twin has a bunch of teleporters. And if there's anywhere with a teleporter to the sun station, it'll probably be there. Wherever there is. There. Ooh. Here's a ship. Oh, I should watch out for the actual sand tornado as well, shouldn't I? That won't be a good day. So I'm going to park a little ways off. Whoa! What is happening? Can you... Are you okay? Do you dislike the sound? Okay. So this place was filled with cactus, right? Like I have to fly through that? What did this say? As time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi, how are you and Idea progressing with the sun station plans? Presently my assessment of the plans will succeed. Pi. There's Pi again. You know I don't find the funny hypothesis. Yes, we'll just sort of... It's all just sort of chatter, isn't it? It is talking about the sun station. Oh. Oh. Ow! 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 Oh wow, that actually killed me. Hello, Slate. Bye-bye, Slate. Ooh. Hello, Slate. much time do you reckon I should sleep? Though doing this every single time is going to get annoying. Is there a way I can survive cacti? Is there like a cacti farm that talks to me about, like, if I have some sort of special boot I can survive standing on cactus? Okay, don't go in it. Ooh, okay. It just teleports to right there, does it? Seems reasonable. Oh! Hey, it finally happened. Guess what I did, Slate? Bye. Oh! Oh, I can refill. Oh, okay. Handy. So here is a big tower. It's a big tower. I mean, it's a nice view, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't think there's anything new there. The only place I haven't really checked is in the core of that eroded area before the sand appears. What was that? And that too, apparently. There's a neon circle. Oh. Don't get too close. There's a crazy vision. I am in awe of such wondrous sights. Ah, hello. Well, the front of this place is broken, right? So I actually have to fly around those cacti. Okay. Is there really not an easy way to do this? Like, it's not far, I just have to be sensible about it. Is there like a... There's a probe, I can launch my probe. Can I... Is there like a landing point? Can I set down on... Oh, there's bits of broken wall I might be able to. Okay. Ow. Fucking hell. That went atrociously. Cacti. It's apparently my nemesis in this game. Okay. Let's just get there at a leisurely pace. There's no rush. I'm just impatient because I've done this a couple of times now. But there is no rush. We are fine. We are fine. All is good. Gonna wait for this to pass. We'll have a look. Yep. Why are there two? High? Why are there two? Isn't one for... If this is the twins, why would it have a one for itself? High? What? What? There's a scroll room. But there's no scroll. What? Okay. Be mindful of the tornado that rips through. Should I wait until it passes again? I should wait until it passes. Because I don't want to get sucked up into somewhere I'm not prepared to go. And it may very well just kill me. I was not expecting to see the dead Nomai there. I'm surprised their body's still there. They didn't get sucked up and down the place. Who are you? I see a skeleton. Oh! Did you die at the same time as everyone else? This is the wrong one. When everyone else died for whatever reason, did you die too? Too close. I don't want to be in the... Pi. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. Conway. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Raimi found me. Oh, you didn't get... You were the one who went in the cave, right? But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Raimi, I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Conway would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Anatomically impossible. Really, is that it? Okay, so one of these goes to... Why is there two? Why is there two? Why is there two? Where... You can't both go to the Ember Twin, right? They must both go to Ember Twin. Wait, how would I do this? There's a giant tornado. How would I line this up if there's a giant sand pillar? Maybe it's fine. 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 It is so not fine. If it lines up with the Ember Twin, but there's a sand pillar while it's lining up. One of them has to go to the squiggle on that, right? Which leaves... God, I was supposed to explore the other one, but this one's intrigued me. Like, when I saw the towers from afar, I assumed one of them would be the black hole deliverer, and one of them would be the white hole receiver. I don't know why I would think that, because that's not really how it works, is it? I need oxygen. Oh, fuck you. Okay. So we are going to go up there again. So now we can wait until the sand pillar disperses. That's probably the sensiblest option. Is there still sand? There's still sand. Maybe I just... When's a good time to go? Because it has to work, right? Now. Oh! What the f... Wait! No way. What do you mean? "50 minutes, 45 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Mask receiving data from probe tracking module, giant steep memory statue, Timberhurst memory statue. 7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Okay, so... do I interact with any of these? This was unexpected. This is a wild place to be. It's spinning so much. I don't want to step off the platform. Hello. So that is a lot of writing. There's a lot of writing. Yarrow, today we finished the excavation of the Ash Twin. Here in this space we carve, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. So it is a time machine. Coleus, we've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. Pi. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab, I still can hardly believe Remy's hypothesis was true. Get ready for a lore dump. Yarrow. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Cassava hypothesis. It was not by accident that the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Poke hypothesis. The cores would have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. Yarrow. The important point is that we all are connected through the Ash Twin now, and also that I am no longer... My headset battery is low. That I am no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Yarrow, our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me that the cannon is doing well and that Evans advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Evans can. Yarrow, but then, if anyone can go the device into exploding, that too is likely Evans. Perhaps I should check in on whether the orbital probe cannon crew are interested in their safety. Yarrow, would it help to remind Evans that Mallow, his love, would be the one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Well, maybe. Yarrow, Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they all are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statue will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Shut it down? Yarrow. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the powered... Wait, what? Remy, I'm impressed by the mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task, in more ways than one. The power of the Sun Station to send memories 22 minutes back in time is caused by the supernova. The supernova exploding is what causes the... Yarrow, we're nearly all ready to activate the Astrim project. Here's what will happen. First, the sun station will receive orders to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. The sun station prompts it to explode. Doesn't the sun station get swallowed up by the sun? Yarrow, using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Astrim project will send the order for the orbital probe carrying to fire back in time by... The probe cannon fires because the Astrim project receives the order 22 minutes in the future. Yarrow, exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data into this cannon launch back in time. Yarrow, in total, each cycle created by the Astrim project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. We can? Yarrow, these words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. What do you mean it didn't work? I mean, I get this was like thousands of years ago for you, right? Pi, suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. Yarrow, however, this essentially not work. Yarrow, however, this is the closest we have ever been. The Astrim project is theoretically sound. We're only able to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Remy, I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. I dare. This is easier expressed than accomplished. Pi, you can wait for the sun to explode on its natural lifetime you prefer. But you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Yarrow, we are halting our research into creating a supernova for the moment. Our comet has newly arrived in our solar system and we're anxious to explore it. The interloper? That's an interesting effect. Yarrow, it's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge it may be gaining there. So the sun station did not work to blow up the sun? And yet it worked 9 million times. And continues to work now. So is the sun exploding on its own at the end of its own age cycle? This is giant steep, right? Remy, I've installed the masks outside the Astrim project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as they're being observed. Scouting through the statues. I've read this. That was a while ago. There was a wall in that cave on Giant Steep, wasn't there? That I didn't go back to. Because I couldn't reach it unless the planet was, like, up in the air. Timberhearth. My gratitude for the latest shipment, oh no, this all should be... Yep, I read that as well. Clary, I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed on the central chamber of the Astrim. Oh? I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here is working on the Astrim project, excited for you to see it. Pi is beside himself with joy. Oh, no, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Clary, ignore her, Yarrow. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary. Design work is beautifully clever. Okay, so there's the warp core here. What is this? There appears to be no ball. Oh, there's a ball. Where was it? Caution, you're about to access the core of the Astrin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Astrin project. Is that good or bad? If I remove the core of this place, does that mean the mask stopped working? If the mask stopped working, then that's a game over for me, right? Why do I need to? Why would I need to do that? Why would removing the core be a thing that we need to do? Artificial gravity control. Oh, it's like centrifugal. Oh. Oh, I get it. And if I activate this, is this good or bad? Okay. Remove warp core. Remove warp core. I don't know why I'd remove the warp core. That seems frightfully important, but I don't know what to do with it. And if I remove it, that means all this gets deactivated, right? Or am I overthinking that? Oh, okay. So, the core of the Ash Twin project. Yeah. The sun explodes and it powers this. When it powers this, it sends memories back in time. 3 minutes until end of transmission. So I'm inside the... What do I do with this? I thought I needed a warp core to get in here in the first place. But there's a warp core there. Why do I need to get the warp core from the vessel? I need to get the warp core from the vessel to get to the black hole forge, and then... But why? Why do I need to do that? What do I do with it after I have it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you bugger. The sun is bigger. So these towers are what they're the cables inside that are connected to the core. That's what those are. There's the music. I would like to try out this other teleporter just to make sure it does go to in between. Oh my goodness. But in between appears to have vanished. Headset battery low. I'm aware. Where the hell is Ember Twin? There it is. Goodness, howling hell. I don't realise how big it gets until it's like right up close to you. I doubt this is going to work because the sun's going to explode before I actually get a chance to do it. Maybe I can pass through here and then in the time differential where the sun explodes will something happen. Or I'm just going to die. I'm just going to die. I'm going to get out of my seat, and I'm going to press that eject button. And I'm going to hurl myself into the entrance of the sun station.